Welcome to our rates video. There are three things key to your success on being on our websites, and that is having great photos, keeping your calendar up to date, and always having rates set. In fact, rates are so important that we encourage you every year to set your rates for the following summer between Memorial Day and the 4th of July because people will start booking this summer for next summer. And if your listing does not have rates set, we will not show you in the search results if somebody searches for specific dates next year. Okay, so very important. Now, to set up and edit your rates or add your rates, just find your listing in your dashboard you want to work on, click on Add Listing, and go down to Rates. This will bring you to the Rates tab for the listing. The Rates tab is broken into three sections. The top section here is the Rates Wizard, where we'll actually build your rates. The middle section here is your rates calendar to give you a visual of what dates have rates set. And then down the bottom is your actual rates table that goes over all the settings you would have for different rates. Our rate system is very flexible. You can set up rates to accommodate just about any pricing structure. Couple quick things I want to show you about the calendar. The gray dates here do not have rates set, and you can see in June and July I deleted some to show you how to add those back, and then the rest of the rates have been set. You'll notice different colors. The reason they're different colors is whenever the price changes for a week, we show it in a different color. So you can see, like in September, every week that I rent, the prices change, and same thing in through May. So, and if you want to see what the prices are, just hover over one of those weeks and you'll get that yellow pop-up that tells you the dates that it's good for and what the amount is. In this case, $5,300 a week. Now, if you scroll down to the rates table, I'm going to go over the columns with you here. So the title column is what you call the rate if you want to give it. It's optional. The start date is when that rate starts. The end date is when it ends. The nightly rate is the price you would charge per night if they rent from you from Sunday through Thursday. The nightly weekend rate is the nightly rate for Friday and Saturday. Okay, so you can charge more for Friday and Saturdays. The weekly rate is if they rent a minimum of 7 nights, that's how much you'll charge them. And a monthly rate would be if you decide to rent monthly. Minimum stay, we all have minimum stays, and you can set this to whatever you want. But in the off season, you can set it to 3 night minimums, and then in season, 7 night minimums, like I did here. Your changeover days, you don't have to select a changeover day, but most of us do a Saturday to Saturday changeover. So you can select that. Or if you do a Friday changeover or Sunday changeover, we have options for those as well, plus every other day of the week too. Okay, now I want to show you real quickly what the required fields are for when you set up your rates. Okay, so go into the rate wizard at the top of this page. We're going to have to put in a start date, an end date. We're going to have to give it a weekly rate or at least a nightly rate too if it's a nightly that you're setting up. You have to select the minimum nightly stay and then a changeover day if that applies. Okay, so this active special offer override rate stuff down here, this is advanced rate features, so you can just leave those set the way they are right now by default. You don't have to change them. This is for extra persons. If you want to get into charging for extra persons, if they stay with you, we have the ability to do that, but it's not necessary. And again, the title at the top, if you want to add titles to your rates, you can, or you can just leave that blank. So going back into my example here, we're going to go up to the top and we're going to add these rates here for June and July. So the first thing you do is enter the title if you want to. In this case, I'm going to skip it. And I noticed that the first period that I had to start, that I had deleted to show you, it starts in June on June 12th. So I'm going to select Saturday, June 12th as the start date. Now my house is a Saturday changeover, so I'm going to set a price for just this week. So most of you would think I would have to go to the 19th because I'm Saturday to Saturday, but no, I want to end this rate on Friday, the 18th. The reason for that is they're only staying with you 7 nights. They're staying with you from Saturday night to Friday night. And then next Saturday, we're going to increase the rate for the next rate period. So on a Saturday changeover, always start your rates on a Saturday, end them on a Friday. If you're a Friday changeover, start them on a Friday, end them on a Thursday. If you're a Sunday changeover, start them on a Sunday, end them on a Saturday. Okay? So I'm a Saturday, so we've got that set up. The weekly rate that I'm going to set is $37.50. And then remember the other required fields are how many nights. I'm going to select 7 and my changeover day is Saturday to Saturday. The default settings down here we're going to leave and we're going to add this rate. If you're successful, you're going to get a pop-up window with add rate success in the bottom. And now if I scroll down, you'll see that week is now colored in my calendar. Okay, and it's also been added to my rates table here. So now I'm going to go ahead and set the next one. We need to start this one on June 19th. So I come up here. I right click on the arrow here to go over to June 19th next year. I select that Saturday. Now again, this is only for 1 week, so I'm going to set it till the 25th. The weekly rate for this particular week, it's going up. It's $4,300. We're going to do this for 7 nights, and it's a Saturday to Saturday changeover. I'm going to add the rate. You'll notice again, we'll get the little green success. And again, if we scroll down to the calendar, you can see it was added. Okay. Now this next rate period is going to be for several weeks. Okay. I charge the same rate for the next 3 weeks that somebody can rent from me. So I don't have to set a separate rate for every single week. I can just set one for this whole period. So it's going to start on the 26th. It's going to end on the 16th. So if I come up again, I click in this box and I arrow key to June. I select June 26th. Now I'm going to click in this box. I'm going to go over to July, and I know that this period is going to end on Friday, July 16th. Now the weekly rate's going to go up again. It's $4,900 since now we're in season. We're going to select 7 nights as the minimum, and we're going to do a Saturday to Saturday stay, and I'm going to add that rate. Now I got a success. I come down the bottom. You see now I have color for all of my calendar, and you'll notice my rate table starts on January 1st, and I've got consecutive dates all the way through December 31st. So my entire 2021 season is now set up, and I can see it in a glance and see if there's anything that I did to, any mistakes I made that I need to go to correct. Okay, let's pretend I did make a mistake. Let's pretend that this last rate period, it really should have been $5,000 a week. Okay, so this is the one we just set up. You can click on the edit button here, and this will bring you back to the wizard up top with all the information filled in. So in this case, I'm just going to highlight the weekly rate, and I'm going to change it to 5,000, and I'm going to click on save. Okay, it just updated it. We got the success, but one thing I want you to notice, you can't scroll down to see the calendar. We're still editing this one rate. So to get back out of this editor, you got to click on the rates button here to take you back to rates. Now we come back to rates, and you can see the table and you can see the calendar. Okay, so it's very important when you edit a rate, make sure when you go in to edit it, that when you're done editing it, you click on this button, back to rates. Okay, now we're back at the main rates table and we're pretty much done. The only thing I want to show you up the top, we have an add-ons button up here. So under the submenus, there's a separate tutorial to show you how to export your rates and then import them back in. That's a great video to watch when you have to update them annually. It makes it really easy. And if you click on add-ons, this is for additional fees. Now, you've got some options here. So we're going to do a mandatory additional fee, and we're going to call it a cleaning fee because a lot of people have cleaning fees. So if you want to charge extra for a cleaning fee on every stay, you make it mandatory, put the title in, put in the price, and then you get a charge type. So in this case, we want to charge it 1 time per stay. All right, and I'm going to click on save. Now maybe you rent your place pets optional. So you can put in an optional add-on and you can make it a pet fee. All right, and let's say we charge $250 for a week for a pet fee, and we're going to put in weekly, and we're going to save that. So you can add additional fees that you want to charge, either optional or mandatory. There's a separate video if you have to charge taxes. We have a video to show you how to set your taxes up. That will be set up here too. Now again, just click on rates to go back to rates, and we're back at rates. Okay, so that's how you do your rates. Again, remember, please set your rates at least a year in advance. We want your rates set for the following summer by the 4th of July so we can send you inquiries during the summer of this year.